Today is the day I'm starting this project of building my standing desk. I'm quite excited to get started. All right, let's get started on this project. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because I've got the whole man cave, the whole basement that I can use as an office, but it's not really set up for that. I don't have a proper desk. All the table surfaces that I have either are not conducive to sitting down, or they're just simply covered in all of my collectibles and things like that. It's going to be perfect for me because it will work as a standing desk, and sitting is brutal. At my last company, I had a standing desk and I loved it. Made me feel much better, took a lot of the pain off of my butt, and standing, you're actually burning a few extra calories every day. So that's why I'm starting this project, and I can't wait. So the first thing I'm going to do is just start sanding. Safety first. I'm starting with 80 grit. I had to go find a pencil. This is very important. I'm going to mark up the board. That way I'll be able to see all the places I've sanded by basically rubbing it off. So the first pass with the 80 grit on, I think this is actually going to be the bottom, just because it seems to angle the other way, so it'll be a little bit wider. But yeah, I took off all the pencil marks. So I think I'm going to give it a flip. Rather than give it a flip, I think I'm going to knock the bark off now. It would be cool to keep it, but in the long run, I think it's just going to cause all kinds of problems. It's going to eventually chip off, and I'd have to probably spend a ton of work putting in some kind of an epoxy to coat it. So I'm just going to knock it off. It's still going to look cool. So the first part, or the first half of the bark is off, and then I just went back over any of the spots where I gouged it a little bit too deeply with my sander, just to smooth it all out. I don't want to take off all the brown because that adds the character that I want. See that the bark is all off, and I just have a little bit of fine tuning at the end, just a few of the chisel marks that I'll need to sand out. Now time to sand the top. Now I'm going to switch to 120 and just do the whole thing again, and then I'm going to switch to 220 and then 380. it's coming along. It's getting very, very smooth. So that last one was 320 grit, and I've done it a couple times now. I think I'm done the majority of the sanding. I'm going to start working on this edge. And I wish now that I had a proper table that I could clamp this in this direction, but I don't. That's a lot of sanding. I still got some more to do. So I'm just gonna do the last edge. I have been working towards getting all the tool marks. Anything where I went a little bit too deep with the chisel, and I think I've done a pretty good job. And I want to make sure that all the bark is gone. Every once in a while, some of this actually just flakes off. Now, anything that stays after I go through all these rounds of sanding, no problem. I'll just, once I finish it, it should stay then. We are on our way to Home Depot again. The next phase of the project is beginning, and that is the staining and finishing. Probably a little bit more sanding. Okay, before we did all this, we kind of had it figured out. We knew what we were going to use, but then we started watching YouTube videos. Now we're kind of more confused. Do you get a stain and polyurethane all in one? Some people say yes. Some people say no. Do you use oil-based, like a wax? There's so many options. So yeah, we're gonna go look and see what they got and figure it out. I got some tack cloth, I got some gloves. So we're looking for the pre-stain. We have found one of the things we need. I think we're gonna come out of here with 3 different products. So we've got the stuff we put on first. I think we've got the stuff that we put on last. If that is the right stuff. I think it is. It's the gloss urethane. Alright. Now we gotta pick the color, because this is the finishing stuff. It makes it all shiny. I think the Kona is a little bit too dark. I liked it the other day, but no, for sure. No. Maybe. That's kind of cool too, actually. We've decided on the provincial. Or have we? I really wish this stuff wasn't so small. It's a bloody novel. Okay, shopping is done. I've put on some old clothes, so I'm getting ready to do the staining, the final little bits of sanding. So I'm just rubbing my thumb, my hands just down, just to feel for any little bits that don't make me feel happy. Okay, I think I've got it. But you know, the only way to be sure is to get Charmaine to check it. Hey Char, can you come out here and rub my wood? obtaining a tack cloth. This is kind of going to pick up all the little bits of dust and everything that's left over from all the sanding so that it is clean as possible. So now I'm going to use a cloth to put on the conditioner. Now we're going to wait about 30 minutes. I think we'll go get a pizza. Now that second coat on the top is drying. It's time for pizza. Oh yeah. Oh my. Yes, thank you. Time has passed. Pizza has been eaten, and now it's time to start staining. I've flipped it back to the bottom. I'm going to start with the bottom. That way, if I don't like the color, I can make a change and it won't be such a big deal. Well, here you can see the stain has been applied. Now I just have to wait 10 minutes and then I'm going to wipe it off with a cloth. Alright, this is the second coat of the Provincial Stain by Urethane. And I'm just going to let that sit on there again for about another 10 or 15 minutes. Here is the second coat all wiped off. Now, to do this properly, I'm going to let this sit for, well, at least 8 hours. It's the next day. Let's take a look and see how this stain has set up. I am very happy. I think this has really turned out well. It's not blotchy, thanks to that pre-treatment. So smooth. It's like glass. All right, now I gotta flip it and do the same thing on what will be the top. All right, it's time for the final wipe down of the stain. Okay, I've let this sit, and it's time to do the final wipe. So now I gotta leave it again to dry for at least another 8 hours, maybe more. Yeah, pretty happy. I have just put on, actually, the second coat of polyurethane. I have applied 3 coats of polyurethane, and in between each coat, I have done a light sanding. I'm just using this 320 grit sandpaper. That's the finest that I had. Just lightly, go over it each time, use the tack cloth, you get all of the dust off, and then that's it. So this is going to be the 4th coat, the last coat for this side of my desk. Okay, it's the next day, and that final coat has hardened, dried, looks beautiful. Now I'm going to flip it. And hopefully by the end of today, I am done with all of the preparation, and then I'm just going to be mounting it onto the frame of the desk. back to this in 3 or 4 hours. All right, I have put 3 coats of urethane on the top, and I've just finished sanding it down. I'm gonna do one extra step this time, and I'm gonna thin out the final coat with a bit of paint thinner. I'm hoping that that will make it a little bit more watery, and it will just naturally lay a little bit flatter for this final coat. So I just want to say for the record, I don't really know what I'm doing. I've just seen a whole bunch of YouTube videos. But the fact of the matter is, that actually makes a lot of sense to me. I mean, it's what paint thinner is, isn't it? For thinning paint. Okay, that is the final coat with the thinned out version of the polyurethane. And I will let that dry. I'm gonna have to flip it again and check out the bottom. I'm expecting there's gonna be some clumps and drips I'm gonna have to deal with. I can see why people have a proper workbench that would prevent that from happening. Here it is, the finished project. Fully adjustable. And yeah, 3 monitors and everything that I need. I've used, I kind of like this rounded edge when I'm working. It feels a lot better. It's very, very smooth, and I'm very happy. I think it fits in perfectly. It gives me the space that I've wanted for a very long time.